We're going to do a little bit of review, and we're going to change our fractions to decimals. Looking right here, we're going to read that, and we notice there's no whole number to the side, so that would be 0 and 4/10, and we read it going down from the numerator to the denominator. So let's take a look at this one. That's going to be 0 and 3/10. Again, we read it going down. This is 0, because there's nothing here, and 7/10. And this would be 0 and 9/10. Okay, again, we're going to read this from top to bottom, from numerator to denominator. So there's no whole number, so we put a 0 there, and it's 2/100ths, so I have to make sure the 2 is in the 100th spot, and that's in the 10th, it's in the 100th spot. 0 and 2/100ths. Again, reading it from top to bottom, it's 0 and 21/100ths. And let's double check that we're in the 100th spot. Tenths, hundredths. So we're good. Let's go ahead and check out this question. It says, what decimal is equivalent to 3/10? A lot of students get mixed up with this word. Equivalent just means equal to, or what matches 3/10. So if we just practice reading 3/10 the way that we're used to it, we'd say 0, because there's no whole number, and 3/10. So we read it out loud, and then we can see which number matches, or which number is equivalent to. So now you notice that they're not just fractions, but we have whole numbers next to fractions. We call these mixed numbers. So we're going to practice reading each of these mixed numbers and turning them to decimals. So let's look at this first mixed number. We have the whole number, so we're going to write 1 and then we read the fraction from top to bottom, 2/100ths. Make sure that 2 is in the 100th spot. Next, we're going to read this mixed number. So again, we read the whole number, 7, and read it from top to bottom, from numerator to denominator, 7 and 21/100ths. So it ends in the 100th spot, tenths, hundredths. Again, let's read this mixed number. We have 4 and 99/100ths. Tenths, hundredths. Just double check that it's ending in the correct spot. Finally, we're going to read this mixed number. We have 31 and 17/100ths.